What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Yada Yada. And I'm about to do a mukbang crafty crab edition. And this will be just a conversation that I'm having with you guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. I will be more active. I know people be doing that all the time, but I'm being very honest. I'm going to be more active. I think that what I'm going through deserves a discussion. So let's get started with my mukbang. My video got interrupted, so at first I initially pulled it out the bag and I put it in here. I just got a half a pound of crabs and a half a pound of shrimp, and I didn't get a whole lot because it's just me, and it's late at night. Like, I don't even know what time it is. 11:34, and I got this when I got off work. For those of you guys that do not know, I own a hair salon called Truth Hair Studio. Initially we started with 2, and now there's just 1, and in 2 days we're celebrating my 6-year anniversary. So let's talk about how it started while I shove my face in some food. When I first started, I was 24 when I probably first got the keys. And I didn't know what I was doing. I'm going to just be very honest. I had no idea what I was doing, but I knew ideally what I wanted. I'm going to tell you everything that I pretty much went through so that people don't have to go through or suffer what it was really like being a business owner who just don't know better, probably stubborn, don't really listen to many people because it's just me. Like, I'm single, I'm black, and I'm just be out here trying to overachieve, and I hate being distracted, all that stuff. So initially, when I got the keys, I ain't know nothing about the city, permits, and all that stuff. So I struggled. It took me 1.5 years and several thousands of dollars to get to, after paying several thousands of dollars, to finally get my permit to use my facility. I probably was working in there illegally for a period of time because I'm paying rent on the place. So I worked out of there until I got approved. So many details with that, and I'll probably make another video where I talk about like how to actually open a salon. But I'm just going to talk about how it started and how it's going. So, as time goes on, I start to venture out and I try to hire staff, but I kept feeling like I wasn't prepared because I never finished the shop. So when you have like a dollar in a dream type of story, you don't really have like capital, which is something very important. Business credit, which is another thing very important. I just had cash. That was all I knew. And that was just that ended up being like almost the death of my business. When you don't know better, you don't know how to do better. So I wasn't doing better. So initially, I'm just sitting there putting whatever I have, my money, my blood, sweat, and tears, my grind, everything in use at this time to get furniture, to get the shop just in a operating like system or whatever should I say. So I started hiring people, and the journey with hiring people, I just felt like, because I'm never ready, my business isn't done, I'm going to just hire people that I can grow with or whatever. Like, they'll be a part of this entire journey, and they'll be there from the beginning when I only got a few chairs and a few mirrors, and we're going to grow together. We're going to make all this money together. We're going to be like a family. I will never think like that again. Not everybody has the same heart as me. Not everybody move like me, think like me, talk like me, walk like me. I live in Miami. I live in the most not friendly place ever. So if I actually thought that me and my staff was going to be a family, I had a wake-up call very, very fast. So with trying to keep up with rent, trying to keep up with this business, I had no system. Business plan wasn't finished. Things wasn't together at all. I was just not structured at all. Every time I wanted to be structured, I did something else that threw me off, or something else happened that threw me off. And I never had, like, a lot of my stuff in my salon was like hand-me-down, and just secondhand, like buying stuff on OfferUp. I don't know if y'all know what that app is. Buying a bunch of stuff from IKEA, just doing everything that I could, bare minimum stuff. When you don't have no good credit, no business credit and stuff like that, the stuff that you got to do to get by. You don't got no sugar daddy. You don't have any of those things. This is what happens. This is what comes with the territory. So, I suffered. I suffered in silence. I suffered out loud. I rant. I used to, like, get so mad. I would rant on social media, which I absolutely despise that. I was emotional. I went through a breakup when I first got the keys to the business, and suffered the entire time of, like, mostly being single throughout these 6 years of being in business. I was in situationships and everything else, and the list goes on. So, I don't even know where I'm at with it, but I'm just going to tell you, nothing about that chapter was easy, right? We're going to fast forward. I get to let's just skip to year 5. Year 5, I start looking at my business and I'm like, damn, this is not ideal. Like, I have a salon. It's really pretty. It's kind of put together. Nothing's finished. Nothing's structured. My staff is okay. I could add more, but I can't at the same time because still not enough amenities and resources in the business. And when you already got to deal with your current staff going in on you about how your business sucks and how you don't have everything that you need in it, you don't really want to add no more people, but you know that if you add more people, you make a little bit more money and good things will happen. Well, that wasn't my situation because I was always insecure about my business. So, year 5, I was in a lot of debt. And I pretty much went on social media, which I told you I despise. And I went on a whole rant about how I just wanted to close the business because I'm not happy. I'm not happy here. I went on this rant, and I had, you know, a little bit of people like, oh my God, what happened? Just being nosy. And then you have the real people that really support you, like, this probably ain't a good idea. And some of them are like, take that video down. I kept it up. I'm like, I'm closing my business. I'm done. If anybody want to buy it, come buy it, because it ain't nothing good coming out of this. I ain't even happy. That's how I felt. So something miraculous happens and somehow I'm still in business, right? I still have a few people that work with me, and it's okay. Like, it's okay. It's manageable. So fast forward. This pandemic happens. The pandemic just threw everything out of whack. Not even being funny. Hold on. The pandemic happens. Matter of fact, what should I say? Okay, so during the pandemic, well, before the pandemic, I had about, I think, 3 people that worked for me, right? And so the 3, I just want to say they was like my 3 amigos. Like, those was the girls that I was just like, I bragged about them. I said that the current staff that I have was literally the best staff that I had. But you got to remember, it's the levels that I was on that made me feel like this is the best staff that I have, and I'm going to grow with this staff, and I'm going to I'm gonna just get through the hard part with my business, and I'm gonna get this shop in tip-top shape, exactly where I need it to be. Like, everything's gonna be good. Like, everybody's gonna be happy, and everybody I had, they were people that we're all like coming up, right? So with me, like, I've been in the business a very long time. I've done a lot of stuff. I just never hyped or boasted or bragged about a lot of the stuff that I've done. I've just done it. And every time I did it, I was just doing everything to just get by. So I didn't like capitalize or publicize, or like when I did celebrities and stuff, I was just chill, laid back, always just like wanting everybody to feel warm, didn't want to throw no cameras in front of them. I just did what I had to do. And I just, I don't know, I just dumbed myself down or whatever, to the point that my confidence dropped when it came to me as a business owner. It was just nothing that I like, me being a business owner, I would like talk to people and they'd be like, what do you do? And I'd be like, I do hair. I wouldn't even want to tell people that I had a salon, because I just wasn't too confident in my business and stuff like that. And so when the pandemic happened, I was like a lot of money still in the rear with my business, but my landlords, for some reason, even when they wanted to give up on me, they didn't. They were still rooting on me. They were rooting for me. They was just like, we'll try to get the SBA loan. We'll try to do this. We'll try to do that. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to try. And then I was getting denied, grants denied. Like, nothing was really working out. They ended up closing my business for like 2.5 months. And during that time, I gotta go back a little bit. I published a agenda book, which is called the Big Energy Agenda Book. I even came out with my products. I was like grinding, like I gotta find a way to still somehow manage my business. I'm already in a little bit of debt, or a lot of bit of debt. My landlords gave me like another chance, but they losing hope, because now that the pandemic happened and the city forced me to close, they thinking like, Is she really going to catch up or whatever? And somehow this pandemic helped me to fight even harder for my business. And I got through and I paid all that debt. But I could tell my staff wasn't happy. I had, by this point, hired one more person. So that's 4 people. And nobody is really happy. I went through so much with this shop that even with this pandemic, we got back in operational business. And then out of nowhere, the second entrance to my business got shut down because they decided, oh, we're going to put a gas station, another gas station by your shop. So now it's a struggle for consumers and clients to get to the business, which means that throughout the month, I have to explain to every single client, along with having my staff explain to their clients, that our entrance is closed. I mean, one of our main entrances is closing, and you have to take like an even longer route to get to my salon. It's putting me down. My spirits is down. My love for what I'm doing is down. I can sense that no one is happy for real in my business, and they're just existing around me. And the thing about me is I'm an empath. So I can feel everybody's vibes all at once. I don't want to give up because I came so far. I'm approaching year 6. So what am I going to do? Then I started looking at my finances. God, my team, everything that I was like starting to do to better myself, everything starts to come together and I get out of debt with my shop. But nobody is happy. Nobody. Not even me. I'm just existing with my business. Eventually, I start losing sleep behind it. I cannot sleep. I barely even have an appetite. And when you're approaching year 6, I'm like, I want better. God, can you please direct me on how I can advance and get to another level with my business? I feel like I have made 6 figures, not once, not twice, not 3 times, like a few times. But I've never been able to enjoy or even experience the fruits of my labor because I ain't got no structure. My business is going, things are moving. Even though it's like a struggle to get to the shop, things are going. And so it was something that I couldn't shake. So eventually I got to tell everybody, all right, I need a second to breathe. I need a second to think. But when you have people that work for you, if you tell them you need a second to breathe or think, that means I need to stop the business for a second. That means I need to close the doors for a second. I need to go back to square one. I need to organize. I need to get it together. And so I broke that news to my staff like, yo, I need to do this. I kind of gently did it at first. I thought I was just going to close for a few days and I can just get certain things done in the shop. But when I tell you, in the midst of me saying, oh, I want to get certain things done, everything else is falling apart. When you've been in business for 6 years, your chairs start breaking, things in the shop start breaking, everything starts breaking. So I need to get to a place where I can get this salon in tip-top shape. Another thing is I started feeling like, what is it that I can do to go back to why I started in the first place? Because like I said, I'm not happy. So I had an epiphany. All right, let's start working on the business plan again. Let's start going through everything that you learned over the past few years, and let's go back to the drawing board. Let's start getting your credit in order. Let's start getting your money in order. Let's start studying the business again. Let's start talking about like, oh yeah, initially I said I wanted an upscale salon with high-end clients that paid tip-top prices. And I want my staff to understand that this is what we want as a group. Now, the only way to get my salon and my business to tip-top shape is I'm going to have to close the doors, and I have to get my business to this beautiful location with a seamless operation and a seamless way to get in. And right now, while these people are doing the construction outside of my business, I can be doing the construction inside of my business. I can be replacing everything. I decided to close the doors of my shop in January. I am going to refurbish, renew, everything new. And it's me, once again, doing like an act of faith. And I am going to trust the process. And I'm selling all my furniture. I'm selling everything. I told my staff that we're going to have to close the doors until further notice. I'm going to sit down. I'm going to meditate. I'm going to get my business exactly where I need it to be, because first of all, I have the potential. I know my ability. I know I'm great. I know that I have the ability to be great. But I've done so much beating myself down about the things that wasn't done and the things that couldn't get done on account of money and all this other stuff. I'm not mad about my journey. I wouldn't like redo it for the world. If I knew better, I would have did better, and I didn't. And this is year 6. So I am revealing my truth. I'm revealing my truth sometime in February, maybe March. And my truth is getting truth to that upscale, beautiful location with high-end clients, high-end system of operation. I'm structured. I'm mentally preparing myself. I'm taking time to meditate, get my life in order. I'm going at my pace. I'm not mad. I'm not sad. I'm ready to level all the way up. And I just wanted people to understand that who's perfect? Nobody. You learn so much from your F-ups. And there's so much, like, as long as you're breathing, as long as you're living, you have another opportunity to get it together. I am more than capable of being, like, the boss that I know I am. I dream about it. I want to make sure that I have a staff that will understand my operation and my system and what I'm trying to do, and make sure that everybody's on point. I slacked in certain areas. I was too passive. I let so much things just, like, I almost really lost my business just with allowing it to just almost go in the ground. And just because I ain't never want to step on nobody's toes. I ain't never want to doubt. Like, I don't know. I just had no confidence as a business owner. I had confidence as a woman, but as a business owner, I just was like, oh, you're never ready. We're not here. We're not there. I was losing hope. I was losing faith. And it's not like me to lose faith in anything. So I'm going to show you guys like how the business is like looking. I'm going to keep y'all posted on everything, and I want y'all to see where it's going. And next year I will be making 7 figures with my businesses, because I have multiple businesses, and I will get out of my own way, because it's really me at the end of the day. I can't blame nobody. Nobody ain't do it. I did it. This is my truth. So thank you guys for watching. I'm grateful. I'm grateful for seeing 6 years, but it's time to level up all the way up. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And thanks for tuning in to my mukbang. Thank you. Bye, y'all.